We're back in the dark. I really love when I let my brain just do what it do and let it run free creatively. I really just wrote like a whole diaphragm of the number 2. And it's like I'm really like studying the number. Like it's deeper than just a functional way of life. Like no, these numbers mean something and they all mean something together. And I feel like I'm breaking down the meanings to understand a fuller meaning. We're gonna like this dragon's blood right here. To understand a deeper meaning behind the interconnectedness of the numbers. And I feel like it's the simple that everything is connected. 0 is not everything and 1 is a fraction of 0. So it's just a broken, I don't want to say 0 is nothing, but 0 is everything. And a 1 is a fragmentation of 0. So something of 0. And then 2 gives it that depth. It's multiplicity. And then you get to 3 when you're in union with the multiplicity. And then you have 4 is where you build structure around the multiplicity. And I was calling 2 duality for so long because I'm like, it's 2 sides, but there's 2 sides to every side here. So with 1 being a duality, meaning just there's this side and there's that side. With multiplicity, what it means to me is that there's this side and that side, but there's also up and down. And so now you have quadrants with duality within those quadrants, but you have multiple quadrants with duality within them. So you have a whole system with smaller systems within it that operate on duality. And so like I was like, oh, so 2 is not duality. 1 is duality. 2 is multiplicity, and that's how I got to that point. So I broke it down. I really broke it down. And I'm just so proud. Dragon's blood smells kind of nice. Oh, and then after I get done, I'm gonna break down 3, take a picture. 1, it's not really much you can break down. 1, like I'll try to break it down some, but 1 is just really that concept, duality. Like it's kind of straightforward. Like it's just a fragmentation of. It's a fragmentation of everything. So it's like it's like black and white. It's like it's like you see it and it's not really any depth. It's just 2 is where you get your depth. But yeah, like it's real blank, if you will. It's just like, okay, duality, concepts, like possibility, anything. Like if 0 is everything, then 1 is anything, if you understand what I mean. Like let's say 0 is this whole frame I'm looking at. I'm in the backyard. I'm looking at the 2 cars and 2 houses next to each other, separated by a fence. And there's 2 cars, one on one side of the fence, the other on the other side of the fence. There's a pile of stuff in front of me. I'm sitting on a bench next to 2 benches. Next to another bench, making 2 benches. I'm looking at the moon, the sky, the trees, the house. That would be 0. 1 would be a singular thing. Okay, let's focus on the tree. 1 is like a focus point. And then we get to 2, what about the tree? What about this tree is so intriguing that I'm focusing on it? And then 3 would be, okay, this tree has a system. Let's say 2, the tree is green, the tree is like, and that's probably why Taurus is the second sign, because 2, you're dealing with the senses. Like, okay, what can we hear? What can we touch, taste, smell? Like, what can we gather about this tree from our input systems, our information systems? 3, we understanding, this tree has a system. It's all connected. Like the leaves are connected to the stem, which is connected to the ground. And so it must have grown out of this ground to make it how tall it is, to make leaves what they are, and it just keeps growing. It's a living organism. Or I think that would be 4. It's a living organism. We see that it's connected with 3. 4, it's a living organism. I think. I'm still 1, 2, and 3. I've gotten down pat. Like, I understand them. I can understand them in and out, like, and how they all. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm still working on it. With 5 and 6 being more, I can understand a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 is like, I would say 1, 2, and 3. I can apply those to any situation and understand, like, okay, this will be a 1. This will be a 2. This will be a 3. Levels of understanding. 4, I'm thinking it's like I said, a living organism. The tree is growing because it is a living organism. For a tree, I guess 5 would be there's other life forms living within this one life form. 6 would be it has its own consciousness. 7 would be what would 7 be? 7 would be understanding that, like, understanding of the concepts of 1 through 6 and be like, I want to say, like, no, this tree's like really alive. Like, anything you say to, like, it, I guess 7 would be like it vibrates its own frequency. If you like really want to break it down to like there. 8, it vibrates it emits its own frequency of some sort. Like, it communicates. 7, 8, maybe it communicates. Like 9 or 6 would be it has its own consciousness. 7 would be it emits its own electromagnetic currency of some frequency, and it can communicate with others, the other trees around it. And 8 would be no, because I feel like 8 would be it communicates to everything. It communicates to the other trees around it. So 7 would be it just has the consciousness. Or did I say that for 6? 7, it emits its own frequency. 8 would be it communicates with other trees via frequency. And then 9 would be it's all connected. Like, I'm the tree is me. Like, we're all connected via frequency. So that's how I interpret it. Like, that was a lot to get out, I'm not gonna lie. That's how I would interpret the numbers. And it's like fractals. It's breaking it down to the furthest point you can break something down to, with 9 being hella small or like hella less apparent, and 1 being the most apparent. Like, 1 being the tree, 9 being I'm the tree as well. 1 would be I see the tree, and 9 would be I am the tree. If you can see what I mean there. And so, like, we're all the tree. Everything's the tree. The tree is me, and I'm the tree. And so I don't want to do another example because that was a fucking lot. I'm not gonna lie, I had to think on the spot. Shit, I need to get better at thinking on the spot. I did a good job. I did a good job. I need to acknowledge I did a good job. So yeah, I'm glad I made this video so I can run that back when I go in there and explain it. Because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, as it pertains, because once I take it out of this shape form, I have to apply it to real life examples and how to explain what principle or what level is being exhibited, what level of consciousness or what principle is being shown. And now in situations, it's a whole different like set of language. Like, I can't examine a situation how I just examined a tree. Situation, depending on where in the multiplicity of this graph where you fall on, is going to be dependent on which principle is affecting you in which way. Like, it all depends on where you fall on this map. Because there's infinite possibilities. There's so many different possibilities how this could play out. Like, You cannot honor yourself. You could not honor yourself and have favorable and unfavorable situations. You can honor yourself and have favorable and unfavorable situations. Like, it really just depends. I love talking about possibilities and whatnot. Math and possibilities and just statistics. And I think this is where that 12th grade statistics is coming out, because it's just statistics and maybe and may, depending on the situation, depending on how the variables line up, depending where you are aligned at with the constellation at any given time. It just depends. It just invokes me, it intrigues me. It's just so interesting to me to talk about that, because it's just like there are really a lot of different possibilities that you can end up with in one given situation, depending on what type of frequency you're vibrating at that given time. But I can see how that also could be scary, because people are trying to always be on a good vibe at any given time, when it's a little bit of letting fate play and then controlling your energy. But even with that, you're still letting fate play by being on the certain part of the graph at any given time. And like, that's probably why I love math so much, because it's just like, wow, all these possibilities. What could it be? That's how fucking math is imitating life and shit. And I wonder what it would have been like to learn math in its original form and not the condensed version that we learned today. I love profound thoughts. I love profound systems of thought. I love speaking in variables. I love speaking in code. I love speaking intuitively. I just love being intuitive and just understanding things and how they play out. And I like that people don't know how I do it. I think I like that. And I like surprising people from doing it. I like surprising people from doing the unknown. And the thing with unknown isn't always bad. Unknown is just unknown. But some people believe that what you don't know can hurt you. And I feel like that goes back to what I was saying earlier about belief. If you really believe something, then it's gonna happen. And if you believe that the unknown can hurt you, then by all means, in the eyes of cause and effect, it will hurt you. I'm not saying I want you to get hurt. That's why I want you to watch what you say, or watch what you believe, or actually why you believe what you believe. But in regards to me, no, I want you to be as safe possible. I want you to live out your desires. Because if that's going to make you happy, that's going to make me happy. And I don't know people pleasing stuff. I love seeing people happy from doing what they love to do. I wonder what I'm going to say for like 3, 4. It's just like so many things I could say. Like, how could I approach this situation so effortlessly and like just cohesive in the way it will make sense to other people? Or how would it make sense to me if it was being explained to me and I didn't know what this is? I think that's why I be so perplexed, because like I know what I want to say, I know what this means, but to put that into words that most will understand, it's like, maybe I think in symbols and I think in like patterns and shit. Like, words are just so, I see what they mean when they say words are very dense and words are just very like, how do I even explain a fucking pattern of events unless I want to sit here and talk to you all day? I would say ever since 2020, and it's like, after seeing what's been done, I can see how this is coming into fruition. people's attention span for conversations, bro, or just to let someone talk, it's like non-existent almost. It's like the other person has to keep talking in order to like feel something. I don't know. And like me included. Because sometimes listening to people talk for too long about the same thing, it's like, oh wow, like you get overstimulated. Like you're loading a bunch of words on top of me energetically. And it's like, whoa. But talking in itself, I don't know what has transpired energetically, but talking. It's like when I get excited, I like to talk. I guess it's because I got the energy to give. Like it's a lot in me, so it's like, ooh, I can talk. But words, man, words. Cause it's only been 15 minutes and I got my whole point done. But earlier I was talking for an hour because I was just feeling so I was feeling like the level of the words. So I had a lot of them to say. But that's so weird because why do I talk a lot when I'm excited? I guess it's just a different level of excitement, different way of seeing excitement.